And the national youth leader, Mr. Kenny Ahadoto. We have some of our directors at the back and some of our leaders at the back. I will now call on the leader of this delegation to please come and tell us why they are here, and after that, the chairman will make a response. Thank you.
The governorship candidate. You have to go back there.
Labour Party, forever. When Labour Party done the rule, when Labour Party done the rule, Nigeria go better. When Labour Party done the rule. Second matter, when Labour Party done the rule. When Labour Party done the rule, Edo State go better. When Labour Party done the rule, Labour Party, forward ever. Thank you very much. By way of introduction, my name is Stephen Osemwegie of Osemwegie. I'm from Omonde local government of the Edo State, born and raised in GRA Benin. I also live abroad right now in New York and Edo State. We are here to come and greet our father, the leader of our party, and also my father is from our state. We are favored to also have our father from our state. So let's put our hands together for our chairman, Thank you so much, sir. We did during the campaign for our principal, I met him on Zoom several times, and it was a pleasure to see how hard everyone worked for our mandate and all that. So it's really a big honor for me to be meeting him in person again, and also to everyone that have taken time to come here. And thank you guys for coming out. Thank you so much. Clap for yourselves. For me, it is a very simple thing when you listen to my principal, Mr. Peter Obi, what he has told us as young people in Nigeria. During this campaign, he said, take back your country. And we went around telling others it is time. They always tell us that youths are the leaders of tomorrow. But I told most of our people who are obedient, I'm an obedient as well, I said, tomorrow is now. The future we heard about is here. That new Nigeria is here. So I'm here to really, not to campaign, but to come and tell my father that I want to go to Edo State to offer myself to serve the people. But it's only wise as an Edo man to go to your father, the leader of our party, who is also a son of Edo State, to say, sir, we need your blessing. That's really why we are here, because we believe it's a new day and a new deal. It's time for a new direction, a new vision. It's time to work with the 5 C's that are people being preached nationally in the state level. I believe in the competence, capacity, compassion, character, and commitment that people preach. We can take that to Edo, which is already obedient. I believe that our state that is very obedient deserves an obedient governor. That's why I'm here to ask for my leader to bless the journey as I go to Edo State. Thank you very much, sir.
So you're welcome to the national headquarters of the party. Without wasting so much time, I will now call on the national chairman of the Labour Party, Barrister Julius Abure, to please welcome his own son to the secretariat.
Labour Party, Labour Party, forward ever, backward never, LP, LP, 79, the National Secretary, National Organizing Secretary, Women Leader, National Treasurer, and all other National Working Committee members here present. I have the particular honor this afternoon to welcome to the National Secretariat my own brother, who is part and parcel of the vision to reclaim Nigeria and to reclaim Nigeria. There's no saying the fact that our dear country is in their need of competent, qualitative leaders with capacity, leaders with vision, leaders who have what it takes to reposition the country for effective performance. And today, I'm happy that along this line, we are raising leaders, we are raising followers who are bought into that vision to reclaim our country and to be specific, to reclaim Edo State. There is equally no doubt that for us in Edo State, we have been most unfortunate to produce leaders who have not worked for the people of Edo. I say so because if you take a cursory look at the history of the state, even during military government in Nigeria, Edo people have been most unfortunate to always get administrators who were not from that state, and they never had the mind of developing the state. When we also had democracy, it has also been unfortunate for us in Edo. We've never had the privilege of having visionary, committed, competent, and compassionate leaders that will be able to reposition Edo for greatness. And that's why for me, the 2024 Guba election in Edo is going to be a turning point in the history of Edo State. I say so because Labour Party, no doubt, will take over the leadership of Edo come next year. We have strategically positioned ourselves. We have strategically positioned the party to be the one that will rescue Edo State. It is therefore little wonder, like he said, Edo State is obedient. There's no saying about it. It is not by accident. It is by design. And we have done the work, and we believe very strongly that with the right candidates, with the right personnel, with the right strategy, we'll be able to reclaim Edo State and put it on the path of growth and development. For the past few years, we can say that Edo State is now backwards in terms of growth, in terms of development, in terms of infrastructure. But I'm very sure that when the Labour Party takes over government next year, there will be a change in that time. And we'll be able, a Labour Party government in Edo will be able to reposition the state for greatness. We'll be able to restore the past glories that Edo State is known to. Today is not for campaign, but probably I just spent the opportunity to make a brief summary of our trajectory so that the people of Edo and the people of Nigeria will really know where we are coming from and will be able to appreciate why they must take their destiny in their hands come 2024. I have no doubt in my mind that the Edo people will do the right thing. We have always done that. When the PDP government became, when the PDP government could not perform before 2006, Edo people rose to the occasion and changed the government. It is another time for change, and the Edo people will change and will vote for the Labour Party come 2024. Our quarrel always with PDP and APC over the years has been that they lack internal party democracy. Because Labour Party believes that where the process that is used to incubate leaders is faulty, then of course you can never produce good leaders. And this is, in my view, why PDP and APC have not been able to give us leaders that will change the narrative in the country. And for us in Labour Party, we are going to ensure a level playing field for all candidates in Edo 2024. There will be equal treatment. The primaries will be free. The primaries will be credible. Primaries will be competitive, because it is out of competitiveness that's when the best will come out. As national chairman of the party, even though I hail from Edo State, I want to state here categorically that I will not have an anointed candidate. The process is going to be free. It is the delegates of the party members in Edo that will determine who becomes the flag bearer in Edo State. And therefore want to assure my own brother who has come to indicate his interest today that whether he's just joining now and those that are going to join tomorrow, we have a level playing field. I've also made a comment in Edo when I was there last week, that Edo 2024 will not be for deep pockets, because deep pockets have put us in trouble in the past. And this is one of the uniqueness of Labour Party, one of the philosophy that Peter Obi stands for. We are going to look for the best amongst us. We are going to look for the best among party members. The person that we feel will be able to drive the process of growth and development for Edo people to be that person that we have the ticket. And we will all put our resources together, we will all put our efforts together, we will all put our energy together and ensure that that person becomes governor. And the purpose of doing that is to ensure that at every point in time when he derails, we will be able to hold him accountable. So I assure my brother of the level playing field. I assure him that the primaries will be free, fair, and credible. And as Labour Party, we will always do the right thing. Having said this, I want to once again admonish him that politics is local. Politics is not played at the national level. You need to go back to your units. You need to go back to your ward. You need to go back to your state to go and identify with them, show your presence, and go and start working. Other candidates are already ahead of you. Other candidates are already doing work and providing for the people, familiarizing themselves with the members of the party. And so I admonish you that it does not end here. Like I said, I will not impose any candidate on any aspirant or any candidate on the party members in the country. So I admonish that you go back home, familiarize yourself with the leaders of the party in your ward, in your unit, at the local government level and at the state level. Familiarize yourself with the executive members at your ward level, unit level, and then be on ground. Recruit new members to the party. Where the party is lacking, we expect that you should be able to cover the gap so that we will be sure that you will be able to get the primaries. I want to conclude this address once more by welcoming you to the party and appreciate you for coming. Thank you and God bless you.
Can we put a louder clap for our national performing chairman of the Labour Party? One of the largest political parties in the sub-Saharan Africa. Can you do that better? Please put your hand again. Put your hand again. We are gradually coming to the end task. It needs a man with valor. It needs a man that is ready to work. And we have that person in Stephen Osemwegie. So without that, we want to tell you that we are supporting you as an aspirant, and we pray that you come out top during the primaries so that the party will also support you fully. On that note, I now call on the National Secretary to please give us a vote of thanks.
Labour Party. Labour Party. Forever. Nigeria. Edo State. Entrance in the space of Edo State politics. His team of supporters, the media, ladies and gentlemen, we cannot appreciate more than what the national chairman has said. I've always felt very, very happy and elated when I hear the national chairman speak. And he speaks genuinely from the bottom of his heart. Edo State is a state, and we want to assure the national chairman that the entire NWC, the NWC members and the obedient movements, we want to ride around behind you and make sure that Edo State, come out with the best of candidates and the best of governorship candidate, and we're going to win that election. As you have won several elections, during the 2023 general election, and we hope that Labour Party and their able leadership is going to take over Edo State and the rest of the states that are coming up for election. So we thank you very much for having faith in the Labour Party. We thank you very much for having faith in the leadership of National Chairman Julius Agura and his team. And we hope that you continue to bear with the party and support the party. As you can see, so many people are developing interest coming from far and far and far and close and close and close to indicate interest. And the politics in this country has already, Labour Party has already, changed the narrative. It has given a new dimension of politics in the country. And we pray, as we have had a very, very powerful prayer, that we're going to get back our mandate. And by the Almighty Allah's grace, our mandate is going to be restored to us. And so we hope that we continue to, get more and more support, and we get more and more seats, and then we pray for Almighty Allah to continue to protect the remaining seats that we have won, because there are so many fights against the seats that we are already occupying. So we pray for the Almighty's intervention as we pray for the delivery of the one that is already hanging. We hope that is going to be a success. We thank you so much for coming, and we assure you that the National Chairman said there's going to be a free, fair, and credible primaries, as we wish the best person to emerge. So go to the locals and then continue to do the best. Politics at local. So we wish you very well, and we hope that your supporters will continue to maintain faith in the Labour Party. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. Let's have a president. Yes, come.
Sorry, please, sir. Yes, okay.
Thank you, Dividia, and thank you, everyone. My name is Honorable Chike Amadechi, and I'm the diaspora chairman of Labour Party. Here today, we have one of our own, who is a diasporan and also a grounded politician in Edo State. He's here with us today in Labour Party headquarters to meet with the National Working Committee and to familiarize with us and indicate his interest for Edo State come 2024. At this juncture, I will give him the mic to address the press. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my honorable chairman. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you to the press. Let me join my brother to apologize to all the media that have been waiting. My brother from Radio Nigeria, thank you very much for persevering. You know, one of the things we want to change in our country is the importance of time. And you have shown yourself really the true Nigerians that you are. You showed up on time and you all the while. So I want to thank you for doing that. Let me thank also my big auntie. We call her in the video movement our big photo. Madam, the chairperson for Rivers State Labour Party. Thank you so much for. I want you to greet press as well.
Welcome and thank you for your patience. We're grateful.
Okay, sir, can we know you? Can you tell us your full name? Okay.
Yes. I like to clear the air before I do that. My name is Osemwegie. I'm from Umonde local government of Edo State. I was born and raised in Oredo, GRA, Benin. Attended Ebenezer Primary School and ICC Benin. Grew up there, then went to University of Nigeria, Nsukka, for my undergraduate education. I worked in Nigeria for so long. But right now I do international business. And based out of New York City, Port Harcourt, Abuja, and Benin, and Lagos. So I move around a lot. But I haven't done this during the campaign. I've really been on ground to make sure. I mean, when I made the campaign, the National Obedient Movement, I've been very active as a support group convener of Save Nigerian Group USA. I was able to garner the diasporans and those on ground to make sure people turn up to vote and vote right. And we believe that that result is evident today. So that's about who I am in a nutshell.
Okay, sir, can you unveil your agenda come 2024 as a governorship aspirant of Edo State?
Thank you very much. That's a very important one. For me, what we lack in Nigeria, like Chinua Achebe said, is leadership. And when he wrote his book, The Trouble with Nigeria, he said the trouble with Nigeria is clearly and fairly leadership. We've had a situation where in our country, with our resources, with our potential, we still are lacking behind in every metric. Our state, Edo State in particular, by the projections in 2022, we're 8 million people. But the unemployment level is appalling, particularly when you go to those under 40. We have a vast, talented young people. Everybody knows Edo people have the energy, the intellect, the capacity. But one of my pain has always been the lack of use of these human resources that God has blessed us with. To couple with the vast lands that we have in our state. In my own side of the state, the Edo South, we have vast areas in farmlands that are not able to be inhabited because of the trouble of insecurity and all that. For me, I will talk about more of the issues as we go down the campaign, but what I'm here for is a new deal and a new day for Edo State. I've come with a new direction, I've come with a new vision. whatever we were doing before has not worked. You cannot continue the same thing and expect a different result. It's time for Edo people to do something different and choose the Labour Party. Because it's the only party that have now stood to say they are for the people. Because they brought out a candidate named Peter Obi that brought us all into the opinion movement to fight for a Nigeria that works. I think what he did nationally, we can replicate in our state. So I'm here to basically say, remember the word HITA, H-I-T-A. I'm honest, I have integrity, I'm transparent, and I also have a fantastic attitude. What we have learned over the years have been those key things: honesty, integrity, transparency, and an attitude and compassion for the people. I believe in the 5 C's which I said earlier. And also, I believe that as Edo people, and as Nigerians by extension, we are all created equal, we are all equal citizens. And in the United States, they say this a lot, that all men are created equal and are endowed by their creator with certain inalienable rights. Among that is liberty, the right to life, and the pursuit of happiness. But you cannot be happy if you don't see hope. So I came up with the word see hope, which signifies the following. Number 1 is security, S. What is our biggest challenge in our states? Insecurity, where people cannot go to their jobs. Farmers cannot go to their farms. People are hungry, they have a land to plant, but they cannot. That is replicated elsewhere, but in our states, you can see that hunger is real. I'm not here to speak big grammar. Our people, they're hungry. I'm here to put food on the people's table. In their life, when we say our own people will suffer, we get the solution. Number 1 is solve security problem. And our strategy is to democratize security so that every one of us will be security officers. Because security is personal. If we know our neighbors, if we know who is the stranger in our area, if the traditional councils can be part of the system, we can solve our security problem. Number 2 is the E in the CO. We talk about education. There is no way you can progress as a society if you don't invest aggressively in education. But I think what we've been doing in those states and Nigeria as well has not been tailored to the needs of the market. What I'm suggesting is to envision education that copies what others have done elsewhere. What has enabled me to travel across the world? I've seen education that is practical. For example, 9-year-old are building smartphones in Japan. People go through school by primary 6 level, they can set at the table. They have skills, not just theory. So I'm proposing education that thinks about teaching 5-year-olds coding to be able to become the next tech expert. So that by the time you finish secondary school, you have a skill. One of my surprise was when I traveled to the United States, I was among the few people who own a home but could not fix the lights, could not fix the table, because they themselves can fix things. But I went through school, I was a very good student, but I didn't learn hand skills. So I'm thinking, let's combine theory with practical. So that by secondary school, when you earn it, you can either get a trade certificate to open a small business financed by the government to start earning a living. Because the secret to unemployment also, which is the second E, is small business empowerment. Because if you can hire one person hire one person, there will be no unemployment. Because in America today, for example, there are 10 million open jobs, more jobs than people. We can do it in those states when we reimagine it. Then, because of that, let me quickly go to the hope. The H in the hope is healthcare. A healthy society is a productive society. It is unconscionable. That's the big grammar. Let me break it down. It's wicked that our people do not have health insurance that can serve everybody, not just those that work or those that have money. In most parts of the world, those who are not working, the government covers for it. The current government is doing some things on health. We can build on that to make sure every Edo has access to simple, basic health care. We're not talking about brain surgery. We're just talking about simple, basic health care for all. So that's what we're going to introduce. That does not cost an arm and a leg. Another one we talk about is to see a hope. We talk about we're going to create opportunity. That is opportunity for industrialization. Because one of the ways to create jobs is to really expand what we already have. In our state, we have the ancient city of Benin that is over 1,000 years old. We envision expanding Edo State, create new city centers that will bring in the foreign investors, which are already ready. They just need to have a transparent, credible government in place, and they will bring the funding. We believe that we can develop our state without relying on federal allocation. because foreign investors are looking for opportunity. The BlackRock is an example. They have trillions of dollars waiting for a place that has integrity, where their investments are safe, which is talking about the heat, honesty, integrity, transparency, and fabulous attitude, so that people can be sure when they come into Edo State, they will succeed. So that's the hope there. And there's also the PE productivity. We believe, like you guys, you showed up on time. We believe that we can re-envision a society where we work with time. We can introduce the hourly wage to make sure people are earning enough to live. A take-home pay, not the kind of pay now that does not take people to the gates. They need to take home pay. So that's the productivity that will bring about prosperity. And the last one is we're going to bring energy, both solar, both we have natural gas in our state. We can solve the problem of electricity so that our people will have ability to even decide to open a welding shop. You don't have to think about generator. There should be power. And thank God that the bills are being passed where states can generate power. Those states should be working better than it is. And I think it's time for a new direction. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much for having come here. I will yield back to you now.
That's all.
Yes.
Photograph, sir. Photograph. Okay. Photograph.
I'm sorry.
Sign it.